Variation. Introduction of variation. Types of variation. Direct variation. Were example of direct variation. Inverse variation. Were examples of inverse variation. Variation. Dear students, in our day-to-day life, there are many quantities related to each other. In this chapter, we are going to learn how two quantities are related to each other. Suppose Sheetal purchased a pen for rupees 5. For the purchasing same 3 pens, Rahul has to pay rupees 15. And for the purchasing same 5 pens, Rupa has to pay rupees 25. In this example, first quantity is number of pens and second quantity is rupees. Here, amount for pens changes if number of pen changes. Such changes in two quantities are called variation. Thus, one quantity varies. Another related quantity also varies. Such changes are called variation. Variation are of two types, direct variation and inverse variation. Let us see each type one by one. Direct variation. Total cost of bags depends on number of bags. As number of bags increases, total cost of bags also increases. Or if number of bags decreases, total cost of bag also decreases. Such relation of two quantities is called direct variation. If increase or decrease of two quantities occurs in the same ratio, it is direct variation. Let us take the ratio of number of bags to related cost of bags 1 by 100, 2 by 200, 3 by 300 and so on. In every ratio, we find that the value of ratio is same. Therefore, in direct variation, the ratio of first quantity to second quantity is constant. Written problems.
If 5 books cost rupees 30, then what is the cost of 42 such books? We know that if we go for purchasing the books, the cost of books will increase if the number of books purchased more and more. Therefore, given example is the example of direct variation. Here, rupees 30 is the cost of 5 books. Therefore, ratio of number of books to the cost of books is 5 by 30. Now, we have to find out the cost of 42 such books. Suppose X is the cost of 42 books. Therefore, ratio of number of books to the cost of books is 42 divided by X.
As we know, in direct variation, the ratio is constant. Hence, 5 by 30 is equal to 42 by X. 5 sixes are 30. Therefore, 1 by 6 equals to 42 by X. To cancel 6 of left hand side, multiply both sides by 6. Cancel 6 with 6. Now, 42 into 6 are 252. Therefore, we have now 1 equals to 252 by X. Again, to cancel X in the denominator, multiply both sides by X. Cancel X with X and we get X equals to 252. Therefore, cost of 42 books is rupees 252.
Inverse variation. There are certain quantities related to each other, varies in such a way that if value of one increases, the value of other decreases. Such variation of quantities is called inverse variation. Alok drives a car. If he drives a car with a speed of 20 km per hour, he reaches the office in 30 minutes. If he drives the car with speed 40 km per hour, he reaches the office in 15 minutes. And if he drives the car with a speed of 60 km per hour, he reaches the office in 10 minutes. Did you observe the variation in time and variation in speed? If speed of the car increases, the time taken to reach the office decreases or vice versa.
Word example. Ram is a good runner. To reach some distance, Ram runs with a speed 20 km per hour and takes 20 minutes. But if he runs with a speed 15 km per hour, he takes 30 minutes.
Did you observe the relation between running speed and time? If more speed, less time. If speed is decreasing, time is increasing. Such relation of two quantities is called inverse variation. If increase in one quantity causes decrease in other related quantity, therefore it is an inverse variation.
Summary. In this topic, we have seen, first, if one quantity varies, its related second quantity also varies. Such type of changes is called as variation. Variation is of two types, direct variation and inverse variation. Second, direct variation. If one quantity increases, its related other quantity also increases. Inverse variation. If one quantity increases, its related other quantity decreases.
That is all in this topic, students. Keep learning!